Hello, everybody. How are you today? This is Alison coming at ya. Well, today was the second day of the Kitchen and Bath Industry Show. And if you, maybe I have to copy this link. Oh, I'll just copy it and do that. I normally don't like to do it, but I'll go ahead and do it. Oh, my poor cat. She's been dying to come inside. You know what? I got to take care of my cat a minute. Hello, everybody. How are get you off today? Of there. Hold on. It's so cold out, and she wants to come in. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. What's the matter, Cleo? What's the matter, you? Why you looking so sad? She's looking around to see if there's any other cats. Oh. What are you doing? You gonna come in? I'm in the middle of a video. Gonna come in? Oh, Cleo. I don't have all day. I don't have all day. Nope. Okay. Well, ever since I moved this cabinet here, it's been a little bit difficult to get access there. All right. Ignore the cat. Ignore the cat. Sorry, I am the crazy cat lady. Anyway, hope that didn't take too long. So I want to talk to you guys about this kitchen and bath design industry show. Keyboard here. The industry show is like a debacle. It's like, what is happening here? It is just bizarro. They were having technical difficulties like up the wazoo. All the exhibitor booths gone. Can't get any exhibitor booths. You get onto the website. It's big technical difficulties. So today, I was actually able to get on to what was supposed to be a paid only webinars. Not that they were all that great, or at least if what I had, I don't know what I was able to do, voices of the industry, and I thought I wasn't able to do that. So I was able to sit on a couple of seminars. I did get into LG's digital booth and the signature digital booth through direct link. Those vendors direct linked me to have access to their booth, but I couldn't get into anything on KBiz. So I wanted to hear what they had in the global pavilion, and I was interested to find out about like what's Europe doing and how are we doing, and what I went to another couple of webinars. I got to tell you, the theme, the theme, it's not so much a trend. We're not talking about trends. We're talking about the theme of what's happening right now all across the board in all the webinars I went to. It has to do with being a self-serve communities, self-sufficiency, essential self-care. They're calling it a new spirituality of mind, body, and spirit. That's not a new spirituality. That's been around for centuries. This feeling of well-being, and it's this spirituality. Hey, listen, can't you see I'm busy here? Cat fight. You will witness a cat fight right here. You didn't even know it. So, and then some other new words: contemplation, design, be in the moment, and with a minimalistic design approach. and there's caring, connecting with nature. Uh, it's not luxury, it's nature. Um, and the raw finishes like rocks and the earth colors and the oranges, like which would be clay, and the greens, which would be your grass. And it's about physical and emotional and social existential self-care. So nurturing. Okay, yeah, we had our soft purples, we got soft tangible and help people. We're here to improve people's lives and not just make it look good, but it's really about a physical connect, because this 2020 last year, the global pandemic touched all of the whole entire world. And it was interesting. One of the things that I went was on listening to one of the he's a national brand ambassador or whatever, he's marketing something like that. uh he was saying, because he has customers from all over the world, he said we want in America is the same thing as they want in Europe. He said, and it's the same thing as product. Like when you have Nike, his example was good. Nike doesn't make a special brand of shoe to send to Europe. They make the Nike sneaker and they send it everywhere. Perhaps one market sells better than the other, but it's more of like a universal design, and everybody kind of likes the same thing. Europe is accepting more of the colors that America has been putting out. The American market has been very colorful this last year at least, and it started the year before. So there's a lot of color, and Europe is now following our trend with the color. That's one of the things that I learned today. And I also learned about how we're extending, well, the inclusion of multi-generation family living together, the thought of needing to be with more members of your family, and people living multi-generational. And it doesn't mean that they have to be dependent on living with their children or extended family or whatever. They kind of working in unison, which I think a lot of cultures, European cultures for sure, and Asian cultures that I know of, the grandparents are very instrumental in raising the children, taking care of the family. So there's a lot of that development where I think we used to have to want to like, okay, let's go, I got to get out of my parents' house. The kids are gone when they're 18. I want you to hurry up. You didn't move out yet. So there's a whole opposite thing going on. And I think what that's going to develop in is maybe some more extended rooms. Not so much of a bigger house, like not a bigger grand room or den or whatever, great room, but maybe a kind of a bigger grape room, but a grape. You got a grape room, a great room, and then like a not so great room, a smaller room. Yeah, a little smaller room. So you have, I think, different designs that are going to be not changing and be more incorporated, because now with the development of all of the way that COVID has changed our lives, what's happened also is the extending our living outdoors. So what the outdoor was so cool. Where's my notes? Oh, some of the things. Oh, here's color. Brushed modern brass. Okay, so what makes brushed brass modern? Modern is a look. It's brushed modern brass. That's a new finish forget who that was from. Kohler, brushed modern brass as opposed to brushed old-fashioned brass. You see that brass there? That's the old-fashioned one. Oh no, that's the modern one. Can't you tell how slick it is? Reflective modern. What the heck? Reflective modern. What's reflective modern? They made up, that's a new one too. So we've got brushed modern brass and reflective modern as a style. We're seeing a lot of the blues and the wood, a lot of wood because of the wanting to connect to nature and bring wood into our home, since we're now living at home more than ever. And a lot of use of walnut woods, character cherry, smoky colors, a taupey finishes, a cream finishes, ash gray finishes. And how much better? Oh, yes, this was interesting. That we are having purposeful living. Okay, purposeful living. So this is the whole theme of this KBiz this year. Even though they didn't get the virtual part right, I was able to get something out of this. So thank goodness I didn't pay. By the way, everybody who had paid to go to KBiz, you're all getting your money back. Okay, there was a big announcement from the National Kitchen and Bath Association that they're refunding the money and everything's going to be available on demand, or some stuff on demand. But this was a big disappointment for many people on many levels. I'm sure a lot of presenters were disappointed as well. So any purposeful living, and also for us to realize as a environment, as a world, is how much the world healed and got better by the lack of man, because nature was able to take a break with not so much noise from cars and planes and boats, and everything had to stop. So the world is actually able to kind of get a refresher, and the world needed a break. So the world needed a break from the human beings, and the human beings, we needed to realize how much we need the world, because we want to now bring the outdoors in and the indoors out. So we're having the global pandemic has affected all of us, and home means more than we ever thought. These are great little takeaways. So one of the things about outdoor gardening, outdoor living, is if you're going to be working from home and gardening more often, because now maybe you've decided to raise your own vegetables, we're going to be more self-sufficient, self-sustainable. So it's about growing plants, growing herbs, growing greenery for refreshing the air. You're going to need clothes for working in the garden. Like, I don't have clothes there. So the fabrics and the fashion industry is going to change as our human habits change, as the world changes, and the pandemic hit and everything changed. So now we need the outdoor, more durable clothing, or something with more pockets, or maybe a pouch in the front, or a little accessory to put on, a little outdoor work in the garden apron. All kinds of things are going to be developed from this. So the pandemic is affecting the does I have a bad connection? I don't know. I'm doing it anyway. Whatever. So we need to have our gardens and outdoor living space become more year-round spaces. And